What's going on, everyone? It's time to talk about something a little unusual today. It's a documentary called Glitter Goddess, Queen of the Sunset Strip. Yeah, it was released sometime in 1991, and it was directed by Dick Campbell. This is the only film he's done. It was produced, written, and yeah, executive produced and written by Lana Lloyd. And this is a documentary on her life. It's basically yeah, so Lana Lloyd was most well known for being one of the biggest groupies in the 80s glam scene, hair metal scene. Yeah, specifically with Alice Cooper. And Alice Cooper apparently was like, according to her, anyways, in the film, was like a mentor to her and like sort of like a therapist in a way, and helped her get through a lot of stuff because she grew up in a really rough family. And it starts off right when she was born. They talk about her parents, how dad ended up becoming like a schizophrenic, and then her mom ended up becoming gay. So they're kind of like just like sticking it out, trying to be the nice American family in the 50s and 60s. And then, yeah, so it talks about her growing up with her parents and her mom becoming like an alcoholic and stuff like that. And, yeah, putting up with all that kind of stuff as a kid. And, pushes it through. Basically, she talks about that for a while and then goes on to or like how she got into like the music scene and how it was like therapy to her and stuff like that. And her journalism background and stuff sort of got her into doing that. And then it goes on to like how she wanted to live her life a little differently, and goes about how she got married to like a gay guy and try to have like a good American family, but then she really wanted to be a single mom, so they got divorced and then moved on. Yeah, it's a really odd documentary. It wasn't really for me. I thought like this definitely wasn't for me or anything like that. Now, if this was made pretty much when the gay community and stuff was still like taboo almost to talk about in media and stuff. So there's a lot of talk show clips and stuff like that of her talking on talk shows about growing up with a gay mom and everything like that. And there's also reenactments of family big things that happen in her life and stuff. Now they're terribly filmed and acted out because it looks like a drama club did it for like $1,000 or something. But yeah. Um, but overall, I thought this film was really boring. It definitely wasn't for me. Now I can see this could be like a little more uh positive for put gay awareness, and like Lana Lloyd runs Children of Gays, I think it is, which is a charity organization. Talks about like domestic abuse and stuff. So it does help voice that out a bit, but it's definitely uh, dated now, and but it's still relevant in some ways too. Um, but I definitely thought this film was definitely way too long, way longer than it should have been. It's an hour and 55 minutes of, and yeah, and the glam rock scene that like sort of like drew me into like, okay, maybe this might be interesting. It's only a tiny part of it. It's only like 20-30 minutes of it. So, and the actors who played the rock, some of them look like they're probably from like Tarantula or some weird 80s band from that time. But yeah, it definitely was not what I was expecting. But overall, I think it's good for a positive light. And it's interesting because like the her child, who she apparently got inseminated in Germany or something like that. Um, but yeah, anyways, and then that's how she had the child. It actually plays her as a young 5 year old in the film. But yeah, that's an interesting note. But overall, I wasn't into this film. Uh, yeah, like I respect everyone and like what they want to be and how they feel and everything like that. Like do what you want to do. I don't it doesn't bug me at all. So, but overall, I thought this film was just boring, really big drag, and the acting and the reenactments are pretty terrible and stuff. So. I do respect what they're trying to get, and I sort of see like some of the awareness type things they're trying to get at. But overall, it was if they had like more of a budget and stuff like that, probably would have been done a little bit better and probably made it a little more interesting. But overall, this just wasn't for me. But I am going to give this one a 1 out of 5. Yeah. But that's basically all I got to say. If this sounds interesting to you at all to check it out or anything like that, the trailer is linked down below if you want to check that out. Also, my Instagram is always linked down below too. I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story, and I usually have the film title and a hashtag somewhere in the video clip as well. So if you want to either find it and see what I'm watching, or just interested to see what I'm watching, I'm going to be talking about, check it out on my Instagram. Also, I do put the subgenre of film it is in there in case it's something you're not interested in. You're aware of it. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and stay in the loop. So comment your opinions of the film down below. If you've seen it, I'd love to hear what you thought of it. Yeah, also if you have any films that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below as well. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can. And if I can find them, make sure you like this video. Share it if you really want to. And yeah, make sure you subscribe because you never know what I'm going to talk about next. I only got a few other of these like really low budget films and stuff like that to talk about. And then who knows what I'm going to talk about next. So make sure you subscribe. And yeah, that's about it. So till the next one. Cheers.